today what we're going to do is modify this foot to go in the drawer there so that this stows away nicely. So this is a bay horse swing out modification that slides onto here and supports this anvil. It's got a pin that holds it in. I've just started using this. I've been using this rig with the swing out for about 4 years now, and I've just started using this anvil support. It's been sitting in the garage, as you can see. All this is weathered well, and this is painted the same as this was. But so putting that down takes all the shake away. It really does make a better forging surface. Barely any bounce with the truck here. That's just as solid as you're ever going to get. Now let's take it off and I'll show you what it's like off. And this is, you're not going to get the full effect of the bounce because I'm not forging something heavy. If I'm forging something heavy, it's amplified quite a bit. But especially you can watch the anvil, the whole thing. You can see the bounce. And so there you go. It sounds better, it forges better, it's just all together better. It has also this modification that helps keep this in place, but that's not what we're talking about today. That's just an additional feature that this bay horse swing out has. But what we're doing today is, I don't have a place for this. Oddly, you would think that this fits on here or something, and you could put it on there somehow, but it's not designed for that. I don't know what this is for. Brent told me it's not for this, and that's all I know. I could have swore the guy who dropped my truck off from there had this secured there, but a couple farriers and I have smushed our brains around trying to figure out how that goes back on there, and it doesn't work. And like I said, Brent says it's not designed that way. So a little bit dirty, but what the goal of today is to modify this foot so that this will sit in here nicely. As you can see, this is cleaned off. Can you see that, or you want me to take the camera? So as you can see, this is cleaned off here, and it goes all the way to the ground. This doesn't move. You can't rotate it. It's got a channel that keeps it in position. So this otherwise fits nicely, but when I go to close it, you can see it needs to be cut down. So that is what we're doing today, is cutting this to fit in there nicely. All right. Yikes. So what I'm going to do is just mark this foot, and I'm going to use this blade on this 4.5 inch to just slice a little piece off each end, and then I'll change that out with a grinder wheel. I could probably do it on my big grinder and smooth it up after we cut it. So let me get a marker. I have a marker handy here, and we want a straight edge that I can mark on. This will work. I don't want to mark on this, but I will use it to measure. Let's say, I think if we measure in 1/4 inch, that's going to be more than enough. And I'd rather have it a little bit too small than too big in the end. That looks okay. There we go. Now, how do I want to? This is probably the best place to do this, right there. This 4.5 inch grinder is probably about 20 years old. You can see it's been wound too many times. It works perfectly fine, but I should probably get a new one anyway. They're not terribly expensive, and this cord is on its way out of the world. Alright, so how am I going to hold this? Maybe if I just do that. I guess I'll do that. Alrighty. Make sure we don't leave these little nasties down there. I guess we can try using this big grinder. here. I'm sure it will. Problem solved. Look at there. Oh, it's not in the way. Sliding around, beating up my rig. Nice and easy enough to use. Like so. Shebango.